Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. Today is day 19 out of 100 videos in 100 days. If you guys haven't been catching up on the series yet, I've been dropping some mega bombs, some nuggets, some value around all sorts of different things that come to my brain and all sorts of different tactics and strategies that we're personally using in our own seven-figure business. So today I kind of want to give you guys a snapshot of a training that we have over in our free group. So just remember, at any time, if you guys want a deeper dive, a full breakdown, you want the actual doc that I'm going to be talking over inside of today's video, go ahead and jump into the free community, and it will be the first video at the classroom. In the classroom section, again, it's free. This is an absolute monster of a training, so I'm not going to run through all of the pages, but I kind of want to condense it and talk about the main overarching problems, the main overarching things in business. So realistically, this is kind of a little bit of a snapshot of what we would do if we were starting over and how you can actually turn the social media accounts you're already using into a 100K business. And I can say that with confidence, right? Because I did that personally, right? Me and my business partner have done 100K, 13 times over in the last 24 months. The clients we've worked with, the students that we've worked with have done 100Ks with this process 20 plus times over. And they're all selling different products, different offers, different groups, different ecosystems. It's not the whole buy our thing, learn how to resell our thing, and then it's just this vicious cycle of giving them just enough information so they can sell our stuff. So let's actually dive in. Going to keep this one kind of quick, punchy, and again, 30,000 foot overview of this process. And if you guys want a deeper dive into this actual tactical training, you want the actual replay, you want us to actually break down the doc for you, jump into the free group. There should be a link either under this video, somewhere around this video, and check it out in the classroom section, right? I think we ran a 90-minute masterclass on this actual training, which is completely free for you to go take, deploy, inject into your own business. So just to start this off with a little bit of proof of concept, right? Like to reinforce that we kind of know what we're talking about. This is just some of the awards that we've shipped to people, okay? Just some of them. 10K profit awards, 100K profit awards, all different walks of life, all different people, all different businesses, all different stages, from brand new beginners with no social media all the way to seven-figure marketers who've kind of made tweaks from, our process. So again, if you guys want a full breakdown or a representation of a lot of these different stories, we actually interviewed a lot of these people inside of our free group, and you're more than welcome to go hear about their story, their journey, their process, and see what they did and what they started tweaking about their business. But just in awards, it's well over $2 million in tracked client sales. And a lot of them are selling a bunch of different stuff, right? There's only two people that have actually got awards purely for promoting our products. It's Jamie Gardner and Jacob Karras. And they both already had seven-figure businesses. And obviously they didn't change their business overnight by having our stuff, but they did promote our stuff for a little bit. They ran a couple of little promos, and then they did 10K profit with 10K profit in commissions. But even to date, those are the only two people out of the dozens and dozens of awards we've shipped, or the hundreds of affiliates that we have, that have purely crossed 10K profit with our affiliate program. So let's dive in. First things first, get lean as fucking possible. And by this, I mean keep your business to the most minimal moving parts as you can, right? And the reason that I'm even imploring you guys to do this is because the less moving parts, the less things that will break, the less things that you'll have to focus on, the less things that you're going to have to show up and do. And to give you guys a real-time representation of this is our full seven-figure business right here. We got public content sources to generate attention and awareness. We have potential monetization vehicles when people join our free group. We have our free group, and then we have a monthly membership, which is $100 a month or $950 a year. And then we have a coaching program, which is $500 to $1,000 a month. And that's it, right? So that's all we have to do. Create content, talk to people, grow our group, ascend. That's it. That's it. It's a straight line, and there's minimal moving parts in our actual business. And we've had a little bit of success online. You don't need 700 different products, 18 different options in your stand store and all this stuff. Like, build your business in a straight line, right? And the reason we do this is because if we're not getting enough people over here, then we know that's a problem over here in the traffic area. Okay, if we have a bunch of people in our group, but we're not actually making money, then we probably know there's either a problem with the offer or the content isn't hitting hard enough to actually start ascending people into the paid product. Okay, so like the less in the less moving parts that you guys can have, the better off you're going to be, right? Most people, when they're just starting, like realistically, social media account that you're already using daily, Facebook profile, start creating reels, start creating profile content, and start fucking talking to people. That's it. Like realistically, that's it. You don't have to go build a funnel. You don't have to go build a website or all this stuff. Like you need to get in connection with somebody that wants you to help them fix their problem that they have. And that's it. Right? You can always build things as you go down the line, right? Like do it the opposite of the natural feeling. The most natural feeling is like, hey, I need to build all this stuff and that will come. And whereas like we need to just start showing up publicly in our content and creating some form of content, casting a net of attention around ourselves, and then trying to move people to an offer. Okay, and this could be like an offer into your free group. This could be an offer into a paid product, but it doesn't have to be complex. Okay, right? You can leverage reels, cast a wide net of attention, as I mentioned. Combination of your profile and group content, build deeper relationships, the intimacy and control in DMs. This is our entire 7-figure business structure right here, summed up in what, 5 lines? We create short form video content to create attention to ourselves. Everybody from that short form video content then goes into a community where we create content, we write content, we shoot videos, we give tactics, we give trainings, and then we sell products off the back end. And that's it. Okay, so that's just a little bit of a summary. First things first, we need to establish clarity on arena. What arena I want to play in. Now, I'm going to encourage you to prioritize some type of fucking passion, right? And there's, you know, you'll hear people talk about, oh, health, wealth, and relationship or whatever, or you got to play in the space that there's the most attention or the most amount of money. And if you're diving into this game to build a business that is purely predicated on what will make the most amount of money, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You're going to end up burning out. You're going to end up quitting. You're going to end up only being around for the next, 60 days, and then you're going to leave. Because if you're prioritizing purely a financial perspective, like just money, then you're in it for the wrong reason, right? Prioritize some type of passion. You leaving a job you fucking hate to go build a business you hate is just as bad. Okay? It's literally just as bad. So you can literally make money in any niche, any industry. I've seen people sell the most obscure, weird things online. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you don't have to go just where the money is. And I see big creators that talk about this BS all the time. Like, oh, you got to change your business because this is where the most money is. And it's like, it's fucking shit. You have something that interests you, do that. Because you enjoying what you're doing and staying in the game for the next 5 years is way more beneficial than you making a bunch of money this year and then going back to a job next year because you fucking hate what you built. So you stop showing up and you're not consistent anymore. Or you're not doing this in business because you hate it. Okay, what's actually going to give you security is finding a pocket or something that you enjoy and playing in that arena. Right? Realistically, just pick something you can see yourself talking about for the next 12 plus months. No quick cash grab BS that will leave you stuck. Anybody out here preaching and telling you that you're going to be able to make all this money overnight and it's going to be quick and easy, like they're trying to sell you something. Realistically, and very rarely have I ever seen it pan out that way. And this is coming from somebody who's probably spent 6 figures on courses, coaching, consulting, invested in my own business. I mean, last year alone, I spent 48 grand on coaching. And I'm here to tell you it's not going to fucking happen overnight. Right? And anybody telling you that it is, I would probably steer clear of them. That's just my personal preference. Secondly, I'm going to hit the content game hard. And realistically, I'm going to fucking suck at it for a while. Like if you've never created a content before, you never done a video, you never done any of this, you're going to suck. And that's fine. I think we put this big fear on like we have to be this polished, perfected person before we start creating content, and that's not the way it ends up working. And the reason we have this as step number 2 is because you can't actually sell products or services if you don't dial in this piece. Okay. And in the earlier stages, we tell all our clients, hey, if you're just starting, go very personal, go you focus, go lifestyle, work, etc. Because we need to sell people on you as a human being before we even try to sell them products. So, little baby Nate there, this is my first live. I fucking sucked. I think for the first minute and a half, I talked to myself about not even knowing if I was live, and I was definitely live. Right? Embrace it. Create content. Put yourself out there. Fail. Be cringe. Post the fucking piece of content, because you will not even create the opportunity to start selling offers if you do not do this. And the thing we need to remember, and the thing that we need to keep in the forefront of our brains, you're selling yourself. At the end of the day, that's what you're selling. The products, the affiliate product, the digital product, it's one piece to a big puzzle, and it's only the fucking monetization piece. And we can literally not start monetizing unless you do this. You will not even create the opportunities to make sales if you don't do this part. So share your story, share your, go heavy on your personal shit, what you're planning on doing, right? What you failed at, why you're building a business, why you're doing X, Y, Z. Like, just lean into personal type of stuff. It's very easy to start creating content about yourself. There doesn't have to be this hard, fast end goal for the content, right? We're trying to get you consistent with creating content, because once you are consistent with creating content, you're consistently showing up in your business, it's easier to start refining it, optimizing it, mixing in offers, etc. Versus, hey, you need to figure out your offer, you need to figure out this, you need to get consistent, you need to learn how to do content. Like, all that shit at once is extremely overwhelming. Just start posting stuff. I don't care what it is. Could be memes, GIFs, little video. Hey, my name is XYZ and like I'm doing this. And the sole goal of these pieces of content aren't to go viral or get a bunch of leads or anything like that. It's for you. It's so you can get consistent, because without consistency, again, nothing else will happen. Right? It's not one piece of content that's going to change your life. It's not one post. It's not one thing. It's a compilation. It's a cumulative of game. Right? The real power of this is the longer that you've been playing it. So, post. Okay? Mainly shedding light on who I am as a human being, what I do, what I'm planning on doing, the types of things that I'm going to be bringing to my content. Literally just start using your social media as a journal. This is something that we've been saying for years, and some people still don't even do. It's like, just talk about stuff that you're doing. Okay, it becomes a really inspiring journey for people to watch you. Like, the thing that I've referenced all the time is like weight loss and the fitness industry. If somebody watches you right now and you're like, hey, I'm overweight and I want to do this and I'm going to do this and I'm going to eat this, and those people watch you transform your entire physique, they're probably going to be pretty inclined to start buying products from you, because they just watch you do it in real time. Just saying. So next will be like micro strategy, the arena I chose to play in, right? As you're consistent, start baking in other things, other pieces around tactics, strategies, stuff inside of the space you decided to play in. Okay. Number 3, deciding on a monetization vehicle. There's so many different ways. You could be an affiliate. You can, sell digital products. There's like create your own products. Doesn't matter. Like, just pick one. And realistically, the one thing that I will say is pick one and stay with that product for the next 6 months. This is the biggest thing that I see keeping most people stuck and going in circles in their business, because they're constantly trying to pivot their entire business because someone else had a little bit of success with this, or somebody else had a little bit of success with this. And it just keeps people stuck. Okay. If I'm going to go in the make money online space, I'm going to personally avoid anything that gives me douchey vibes. Guaranteed 10K in 90 days, easy $1 million online, rags to riches, plug and play, copy and paste business models. I'm going to personally avoid all that bullshit. And the reason for that is because it predicates this really false narrative around how easy shit's going to be. And you're going to end up pulling in a lot of low quality clients, or they're going to get mad because they didn't get rich overnight. And then it's just a mess. Right. So Um, decide on something you have conviction behind. Now, if you stand behind this type of stuff, like, more power to you, right? But realistically, stick behind something you have 100% conviction behind, and you can actually believe in it, and you can stand behind it, and you can focus on that for a longer period of time. Okay. Okay. Apparently that's my favorite word today. Okay. But anyways, so now this is something to think about. You can either go like more expensive products, or you can potentially look at like the MRR style, and by that I mean monthly recurring revenue style, and stacking monthly recurring revenue. Okay, so there's like no right or wrong answer as far as what you want to do. It's just based on your own immediate goals, right? If you potentially want to leave your job quicker, you want to make more cash flow, then sell something a little bit more expensive. Sell $1,000 product. Not any more difficult to sell $1,000 product than it is $100 product. Usually, just the reasons behind why people are buying them is a little bit different. People that buy really low ticket, inexpensive stuff are looking for a quick tactic, quick strategy, versus people who usually invest in higher ticket stuff want a bigger transformation. So, number 4, now that I have my content cadence flowing, I need to actually get the correct ecosystem in place. Now, I know this can look complex, convoluted, etc. At the end of the day, all it is attention via short form video content, maybe profile content, group, a community. If you're not building a community of your own, then you're kind of doing it wrong. You need to build a group of your own. That's what's going to give you longevity. Conversion. This is where the post-purchase relationship begins. So this is where the money is made and the relationship starts. This is where I would challenge all of you guys to be different than people in the online space. And the relationship begins after the yes. After somebody buys something from you, that's when you need to start the relationship. And I'm not saying don't start relationships over here, but the natural thing in the online space is turn and burn clients. Oh, they bought my shit, I never have to talk to them again. I saw somebody with like 1 million followers saying, oh yeah, I've sold thousands of products and I never talked to anybody. Well, that's probably why you're not going to be in business for the next 10 years, because you're just burning people to make sales, right? So we use PDFs, Google Docs to close all our sales. And again, there's a deeper dive into this actual training inside the free group. And then ascension and retention. Okay. Like ascending to other products or supplementary products doesn't have to be dirty if you do it correctly. So this is kind of our flow as I broke down earlier. Okay. And I'm not going to run through all of these. Again, you guys can go get this full training, full doc. Number 5, feed the beast, right? I'm going to then grow my group. I'm going to put everything inside of my group, all my valuable stuff, all my tactics, all my weight loss transformations, all that stuff. And then I'm going to utilize the content in my group to grow my group. Okay. There's like this really weird paradox. The more things that you have in your community, the better you can actually do at growing your community. And as a good real-time example of that, I've done this multiple times on this video. I've referenced a training that's in my group. What am I doing? I'm utilizing something that's already in my group as a lead magnet to get you in my group, because then you're going to get more training, you're going to get more value, and eventually you might become a buyer. So that's a real-time example. I'm doing exactly what I'm talking about in this video. 6, converting sales. As folks are coming in my group, getting hit in the face with the value and gobbling up the resources I put in there, I'm going to kickstart conversations with them and talk to them, see where they're at, what they're doing, what they're trying to accomplish. And I'm going to extend invites to folks to buy the products I picked. That's it. Okay. Create short form video content, acquire interest around what's going on inside of your group. Feed the folks into your community. Utilize your group as your digital journal, paired with 3 to 5 resources to get them up to speed with X offer. So work backwards from what you chose to sell or your monetization vehicle. And then, like, what does somebody need to know or understand or have in place before they would even need the product you're selling? Because not everybody in your audience or the World Wide Web is going to need the product you're selling. An example that I've made at like over the last couple of years is somebody's not going to buy a 12-week keto coaching program if they don't even know what keto is. So we need to front load 3 to 5 resources that get them up to speed so they actually need the product we're selling. Because if somebody comes into my group and they don't know anything about my offer, they're not problem aware, solution aware, aware of the tactic, strategy, process, model, etc., they are not going to buy. And this is where a lot of people get hung up. It's like they're trying to sell this $1,500 product, but they haven't done anything on the front, right? Why should they need it? Oh, because it's this, because it's the product. Like that, what can we give them that actually helps them get up to speed or need the product we're selling? So 3, start conversing with the people coming into your community, consuming some of your content in your group. Extend invitations to buy your products, affiliate offer, or service. That's it. That's all we got to do. And when you do this, we can fix and optimize based on what's happening in the business. Okay, I'm not getting enough interest around myself. I'm not growing followers. I'm not getting people into my group. Then it's usually a short form problem, an attention problem. Okay, I'm not having any conversations about my potential offer. Are we missing the mark in the content in the group? Are we potentially not conveying the outcome strong enough for the people in the group? And then 3, are you getting a bunch of resistance around products, offers? Like, is your inbox a dry wasteland? Then we can fix either this or this. And then you're getting a ton of no's, ton of like, hey, fuck off, I don't want this thing. We can either look at the actual offer itself. Is it a compelling offer, or are you trying to sell it to the wrong people? Or have they not seen enough from this? The more content somebody has consumed from you, the more that they've got from you in your world, the easier it is to actually get them to start buying your offers. And that's all I got for you guys today. Again, I'm not going to run through the rest of this, but this is an absolute stacked doc, 18 pages around designing your business, right? This is our actual, what we would do if we were starting, if we wanted to make our first 100K online, from a couple dudes who've done it, a couple dozen times between us and our students. So that's all I got for you guys. If you want this training, you want the full breakdown, full training, me and my business partner ran around this doc, or if you just want this doc, go jump into my free community. There will be an invite somewhere around here, and hit the first video in the classroom section, and this will be the first one inside of there. And you guys have a kick-ass day. I will see you tomorrow.